Hello, this is Professor Marsh again, and this is the uh, video review of the Chapter 5 quiz. So let's get started. Get out your uh, quiz or get it up on the screen, and let's take a look at the answers. So again, my quizzes are not intended to be tricky. They're intended to assist you in reviewing the important points that are in each chapter as you read them, and by pointing out the topics that are most significant to remember as we go through the semester. So anyhow, let's look at number one. So the question was, which of the following production characteristics is better suited for process costing and not job order costing? So process costing and not job order costing. So each product batch is distinguishable from the prior batch. That was the first answer, or A, and that's not correct because that's really when each product batch is distinguishable from the prior batch, it's maybe more like a group of job order. So that's not it. B, the second answer, the costs are easily traced to a specific product. No, that's job order costing also. C, the third answer, costs are accumulated by department, and that is the correct answer. So the correct answer to number one is C, the third choice. Okay, question number two. Which of the following is a prime cost? Well, all you have to do is go back to that Venn diagram again, and you'll see that the correct answer is the third one, direct labor. That's just right out of the textbook. Which of the following is a conversion cost? Now, this might have been a little tricky because remember, you'll see in the intersection of that Venn diagram that both direct prime costs and conversion costs, the intersection is filled with direct labor. And so direct labor is the conversion cost also among these different choices. So direct labor was the answer for number two, and it's the answer for number three. It was C in number two. It is B in number three. Okay, question number four. What is the cost of direct labor if the conversion costs are $330,000 and manufacturing overhead is $275,000? Well, what are conversion costs? Well, they're manufacturing overhead plus direct labor, and so the difference between 330 and 275 is 55. So the correct answer is 55,000. That's the last choice, or choice D. Which of the following lists contain only conversion costs for an inflatable raft manufacturing corporation? And you've got A, vinyl for raft. Well, that's a direct material. Oops, can't use that one. And the second one, machine operator, electricity, depreciation, and insurance. And so electricity, depreciation, and insurance can all go into manufacturing overhead, and the machine operator is direct labor, so that's a conversion cost also. So B is the correct choice. In C, you had the plastic for the air valves, which is probably, it could be indirect materials or something, or it could be direct materials. So, and then in D, you had the vinyl again. So anyhow, so B is your best choice. Okay, for number six. This one was a little confusing, just because some folks had problems with the place values, but direct materials, $3 per unit, direct labor, $5 per unit, and overheads applied at the rate of 100% of the direct labor cost. So that's another $5 per unit. So you add $3, $5, and $5 together, and you get $13 for the sum of materials, direct labor, and overhead. And if 1,000 units are an ending inventory, then what is the correct answer? And so what happened is that you've got 11,000 units, and 10,000 units were transferred to the next department. And so if you've got 10,000 units times $13 per unit, the correct answer is $130,000. Now, somehow the answer key got screwed up for that, so I gave everyone an extra point for that particular problem. So that's just when you look at your answer key online, you'll see that that's actually misgraded, and we added a point to everyone's score. Okay, number 7, beginning inventory and direct material cost added during the month, total 55,000. This is question 7. What is the value of ending work in process inventory if beginning inventory was 2,000 units, 9,000 units were started, and 1,000 units were in ending inventory? And your choices are 500, 1,000, 5,000, and 55,000. And if you've got beginning inventory and direct material cost added during the month was 55,000, and you've got 9,000 units that were started, giving you 11,000 units total to account for, and 1,000 units, you've had 10,000 units go through, and your correct answer is $5,000. Answer C. Number 8, the cost to be accounted for consists of which of the following? So cost to be accounted for, and you've got various choices as far as what that definition is, but if you go back to the book and you look in the appropriate section in Chapter 5, you'll find that costs to be accounted for are shown to be the total of the cost of the units in beginning inventory and the costs added during the period. Okay, number 9. Which of the following is the step in which materials, labor, and overhead are detailed? And that's question. The answer is the second choice, determining the cost per equivalent units. So now we're learning equivalent units in Chapter 5 and process costing. That's the step in which materials, labor, and overhead are detailed. Number 10, assigning indirect costs to departments is completed by, and your answer is the third choice, applying the cost to manufacturing overhead. And in number 11, in a process cost system, factory depreciation expense incurred is debited to, and the correct answer is it's debited to manufacturing overhead. Factory depreciation expense, remember, gets added in with the rest of the other overhead categories, which could be electricity, other utilities, and so on. And so that's that goes into manufacturing overhead. Okay, that was your quiz for Chapter 5. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope you learned these important points, and then we'll go on to the homework for Chapter 5. So have a great day, and we'll see you in class. Thanks. Bye-bye.